Hey everyone, how's it going? This is SRY-in-advance, and today I've got a brand new video for you guys. So today I wanted to talk about the Crucible meta, as well as the strongest guns that I have seen in the game so far. In this gameplay, I'm actually using what is considered the most meta weapon within Destiny 2 so far, but we'll get to that shortly. The Trials of the Nine weapon usage percentage, as well as total percentage used throughout Crucible, is going to be used as reference points throughout the video, and is generally going to gauge whether or not the meta has shifted a little too strongly for certain weapons. By the way, the answer is yes. Currently, as of Sunday, September 24th, Mida Multi-Tool has been used in 98% of Trials games played this weekend, and has accounted for over 34% of the kills. In whole numbers, this beats out the number 2 weapon on the list by over 8 million kills, currently sitting at 15 million kills. This clearly states that the Mida Multi-Tool is what the community thinks is the best, and I think this gameplay shows that even more, considering I go undefeated in this game with the Mida Multi-Tool. What makes the Mida so good, you might ask, though? Its adeptness at range, its rapid killing at close range? Well, actually, no. There really isn't that much that's special about the Mida Multi-Tool. It's not very good at range. Well, I mean, it is very good at range, but it's not the best at range. It's not the best at close range, not the best at medium range. It's not the most accurate with the highest damage. It's not the fastest time to kill. It just is the second best in all of those. The Mida Multi-Tool is the most consistent killer within the game. It can put Guardians down extremely easily with very little recoil and a respectable time to kill. The Mida Multi-Tool is the generally most considered meta weapon just because of its prowess at killing people easily. It's not the best at it, it's just the easiest and most consistent. And that's what makes the Mida the best weapon in the meta, and the community's most used weapon this weekend in Trials. And what I think is going to be the most used weapon for a very, very long time, unless this weapon receives a nerf. And there's multiple ways that Bungie could go about this, and I don't feel like they should nerf this gun super hard. I feel like they should ease into it and slowly let the weapon gradually phase out as nerfs and updates happen with this game. The other way is buffing other weapons, but that is something that we can get into later. Now that we've talked about the Mida for a little bit, let's reference back to the list, and we see two weapons at the number 2 and 3 spots in the same archetype. These being the Uriel's Gift and the Trials Auto Rifle Prosecutor. These weapons account for a total of 147% of games used with these weapons. Now, this is a little bit of a tricky number because it doesn't necessarily mean that every single game has them. It means that 4 or 5 of these weapons have been used in each game. This is a staggering number, especially for the number 2 and 3 spots being used in that many games. That means that one of these weapons has been used in every single game, if not 4 or 5 of them, which is generally what is considered. Each of these weapons have 70% of total Guardian kills, and these mid-rate of fire auto rifles, specifically those in the 450 RPM, 29 impact archetypes, are lethal killing machines. These weapons have the fastest time to kill outside of all power weapons and specific sidearms and hand cannons. But the difference between these weapons and the sidearms and hand cannons is the ease of use. Sidearms and hand cannons, while more rewarding, force the wielder to have better accuracy. And they have to aim with their joysticks as well as tapping the trigger every couple seconds. This is a lot less likely to lower skilled players. The mid-tier auto rifles within this game we'll likely see a nerf as well, considering their immense prowess at putting fellow Guardians down in the Crucible, and I wouldn't be surprised if the meta switches very quickly. And the next two weapons on the list only account for 3% of the kills made this weekend during Trials of the Nine, those being the Last Hope sidearm and the Might of Mini tool. This honestly worries me for the future of the game, because if they nerf the Might of multi-tool and they nerf these two auto rifles, we'll likely see a rise of sidearms again. And with it, we'll also see the rise of a new meta, which will shift the game very quickly, especially right after release. And I don't think that that's good for the game. However, I would like to know what your opinion on these weapons are, because I know I do not account for the entire community. I am in a much different percentage than anyone else is, and I'd like to know what the general community thinks, what everyone would like to see happen to these weapons, as well as what the PC community thinks of them next month. Honestly, I mean, PC is generally about more accuracy, so I think the Mida is going to be a incredibly interesting weapon to see evolve within the Crucible. And I would like to know what PC players think. Do you think that the Mida multi-tool, based on what you've seen so far, is going to be a little bit overpowered, or do you think it's just fine? Do you think that the increased accuracy that will be used with a mouse and keyboard will be enough to keep the Mida multi-tool and other weapons like it in check? Or do you think it's just going to absolutely inflate their kill percentages and make them even stronger than they are on PlayStation and Xbox? Anyway, guys, that's all I have for you today. If you'd like to continue watching the video, we only have like 2 more rounds left, but if you'd like to continue watching the video, that would be greatly appreciated. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Nice, Yogi, up top. Good job.
Why are you trying to melee me?
They're spawning in a temple. Actually, that's cave. Golden gun in cave.
Yep, stay
I
out.
got my slam.
Okay, Rico, just go in there.
He
that all?
just fucking missed.
So did you.
Sorry, gamer, I tried. I just wanted to save you.
Temple.
Nice.
What?
At least you got the kill, it's
I
fine.
was an elemental, that's why.
Said their temple?
Yep. Oh.
Yeah, up
Yep.
top right, top right. I don't know what to call that area. What do they call this? They call this wall? Arc Strider. I'm just piecing. Arc Strider and Temple. Gamer, to your right.
Game.
Nice job, guys. Nice job shutting them down the stairs.
What can stop you if you fight together? Nothing. Enemy team has no reserves left. Finish them. No life.
Holy shit, that's useless.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
What's useless? There's one cave, and then there's one towards the city.
That Titan ability is useless
Circle?
in the Crucible.
Circle? Is
killed
that what
him?
you're talking about?
It just said is down.
Rico
He
is
jumped
what
off the
it's
map.
for.
1 minute. No more second chance.
You up top again?
Fight to the finish. Enemies down.
And what a game, boys. What was my KD that time? Exotic Ingram! And undefeated!
After my 2 exotic engrams that I got.
Alright, so what did I do?
Rock.
What did I do? And I got a rock!
I got a rock.
I went 30-0. Let's go.